So let's go back and review those 3 clues again. And let's look and see, out of the 3 clues we got, how do we use these clues, all right, to be able to tell what our trades will be today? Because we use these clues, and again, these are called price structures. We use these price structures to tell us what should happen this morning. So of course, first clue was the price wedge. Now the price wedge always tells me expect fake out breakouts. But when we're looking for a breakout of a price wedge, again, we're going to find that swing low, find that swing high, and so ultimately it becomes relatively easy. If price breaks out, I'm going to sell it back in. All right. If it happens to go higher than that resistance, I'll then buy a pullback. In this case, though, it went lower than support and we sold a retracement. Now, my second clue helped the whole process out. Second clue was the bear channel, right? So here's that bear channel we found. This is called my trend channel tool. What does a bear channel tell me to do? And this is important, folks. A bear channel tells me to sell the highs of the channel. It also tells me to sell resistance above the channel highs. So as price comes down, I want to sell the highs. Now, it also tells me, and this is something I should have listened to myself this morning, is to be careful trying to sell at the lows of a bear channel. Believe it or not, guys, I have a better chance of buying the lows of a bear channel than I do selling the lows. Don't take my word for it. You'll take a look at that here in a second, guys. So the second clue this morning was the bear channel. Bear channel says keep selling retracements as we get new lower lows. Bear channel says sell the channel highs. Avoid those channel lows. And I wish I would have remembered that this morning. We'll show you guys that in a second. And then, of course, the third clue. Where were we? We were outside the range from Wednesday. Below the previous highs, below the previous lows. And remind me again, what does an outside day tell me? Expect breakouts. If I'm below the previous lows, I'm selling retracements. If I'm above the previous lows, I'm buying pullbacks. So now you know what our 3 clues were, and how do we use these to plan our trades this morning? Well, as we always do, we always think about it. If price is right here, what happens if price drops? What happens if price rises? This is one of the best exercises I do every day. All right, no, not push-ups and sit-ups. I'm talking about visualization. I'm going to visualize, anticipate, what if price was to make new higher highs? What if price was to make new lower lows? And by walking through that process, you use the price structures, right? The wedge, the channel, the outside day, and you can begin to anticipate, all right, or envision what that trade will look like. Well, of course, what we did was we said, guys, what would happen if price was to rise? If price was to rise, we knew we were going to be buying above that previous low of day. So that was the first plan. But that didn't happen, did it? What happened this morning? Price tumbled. And we knew when price tumbled, we had to get below what? We had to get below this swing low. If we didn't get below that swing low, we were running the risk of being a fake out breakout and coming back up. So we knew this morning, get below that swing low. In fact, our exact words were get below the 83.94, right? Get below that 83.94 on the crude. That gets us below the range, below the wedge. It's a wedge breakout. We're in the bear channel, right? So what do? We sell retracements all the way down. Now, again, remember, a bear channel says sell the highs of the channel, but don't sell the lows of the channel. And I took a big fat stop by trying to get too greedy here and try to continue to sell those lows. It bounced me out, but fortunately enough, though, we placed our stop in the right place. Now remember, my theory is whenever you place your stop correctly, and where should that stop be placed? Where your trade becomes invalid. So my stop for my short position actually triggered the long position then to buy for a 2-step. So we made that money right back. I can't complain too much. Made the money right back, buying the lows. And then sure enough, we go back up to the highs of that bear channel again, and we swatted it and sold it back down. So I made one kind of mental mistake trying to sell the lows of that channel. But as long as we got below that sideways range, below that wedge, the key was we knew we had to get below that wedge. Okay, there's a point in time when we know that wedge is now broken. And again, we talked about that today in our live trade room. Excellent job today. We went well over our profit goals this morning. Let's grab a look and see how that day turned out. And we begin our day here not until 9:30. Again, we weren't expecting much today. We knew today might be a curveball because there was news today that we weren't expecting on a Thursday. All right, guys? So we weren't expecting much early this morning, but we didn't have to wait very long. We waited patiently. we knew we had the range lows right here. So we knew to get out below this wedge, we'd have to get below the range lows. Again, this will prove the breakout. I'm not going to trade the sloppy US Open. We then jump up into our trigger zone, into multiple levels of resistance, right? That swing low right there. Perfect trade pattern, and we take 39 ticks out of it. So we go, guys, this is great. We had to wait about an hour and a half for it. Okay, we began around 8 o'clock. We had to wait about an hour and a half for it. But as you can see here, we followed the plan. New lower lows, sell retracements. I make 39 ticks. Hey, sounds good. That was a fast track winner as well, and we got our day off to a great start. We go down, we make new lower lows again. I'm going to sell another retracement. My second trade here, only 15 minutes later now, 31 ticks of profit. So I make 39 ticks, 31 ticks by simply following the plan. New lower lows, sell retracements, wedge broken in a bear channel. Easy stuff. And again, I'm going to teach you guys all this stuff as members. We'll be taking these live in real time, guys, in our trade room tomorrow morning. Come out as a member. We'll go over all this stuff together with you guys in real time. Now, I had the right idea here on the next 2 or 3 trades here. We come down again, wave short, wave short. I'm at the lows of the bear channel. I'm going to buy at 957 for 10 ticks. I'm going to get bounced out, get a re-entry at 1003 for 35 more ticks. So at 10 o'clock here, I had the right idea. Now, where's the entry? There's no entry pattern right there. See that? Okay, where's the entry? Follow me over here. Here's where those faster time frames come in. Now remember, as we're falling into those lows in the channel, I'm looking for buying opportunities.